What's up, everyone? Welcome to BTI. I'm Josh Matthews. That's Gia Miller, and we are so excited for a brand new Impact Wrestling immediately following us here tonight. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
It's going to be an incredible night, and last week we saw something that we haven't seen before here in Impact Wrestling. A new world champion brought along some changes.
Yeah, including changing of the guard, a very ceremonious way to start your championship reign, but let's see how it all went down last week.
My mission isn't complete. There is still one step left. And that step was to beat the longest reigning Impact World Champion in history in his hometown. To humiliate him in his home country, which each and every single one of you have already humiliated yourselves. Believe me on that. So this isn't just the changing of the guard ceremony. This is me setting an open challenge, an open invitation to anyone in this building. Anyone who wants to challenge me for my Impact World title. So please step up. But as long as you're Canadian. Oh, I'm a pansy, huh? Yeah? Why don't you step up there, boy? Come on, step up. Get your little New Balance hat. Oh, you think you have a shot? What's up, too, Steve? Yeah, come on. I ain't afraid to hit a kid. Oh, I'm not afraid to hit a kid. Come on, step.
Whoa, hold on a second. Here comes the president of Impact Wrestling, Scott D'Amore, after hearing Steve Macklin put out an open challenge for any Canadian to challenge him for the Impact World title. And look at this, the private security force of Macklin.
Hey. Hey, part ways, you can let him in.
You know, I'd be lying if I didn't say there was days I'd love to trade a suit in for a singlet. And my emotions sometimes get the best of me. And I'll admit, Steve, I'll admit it right here at Rebellion, I should not have thrown that belt in your face. But you're out here talking about fighting me. But let me remind you, at Rebellion, you had every opportunity to face me when we were going face to face. We stood face to face and you did nothing. Actually, you did what you always do. You waited till I turned my back, then you hit me with that championship belt like a coward son of a bitch. So look, Steve, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I rarely make the same mistake twice. So I'm standing here again with you, face to face. And you want to run your mouth? You want to disparage my country? You want to face a Canadian? Fine! At Under Siege, you'll face a Canadian. I've got a Canadian, the perfect Canadian. Perfect creation one!
Stepping toe-to-toe with the new Impact World Champion. PCO, who was moments away and no surrender from becoming the #1 contender to the Impact World title of Rebellion. Macklin ultimately won that match. All right, now look at this. PCO going after the private security. Dispatching the mercenaries, or attempting to do so, of Macklin, who are now putting the beat down on the French-Canadian Frank And look at this, a private security force attacking PCO. Macklin barking orders.
Macklin looking to send a quick message now. Some hardware being introduced.
A table being tossed into the ring. PCO continues to be beaten down.
Send an immediate message to the first challenger to Steve Macklin's reign as champion.
And now Macklin measuring his challenger come under siege. Oh my God, look at PCO. PCO battling through the security.
Cleaning house, and now him and Macklin going toe-to-toe, face-to-face.
Macklin and PCO here in Toronto. Oh, and down goes the Impact World Champion.
And PCO's not done yet.
Oh, and now look at Macklin get out of the ring, retreating from PCO.
It might be a tactical retreat in this moment. Some of that security still left in the ring, Tom. And there's a monster on the other side.
Oh my God, and PCO driving two members of the security force through the table.
Message sent to Macklin.
Macklin wanted to defend his title against the Canadian Scott D'Amore, offering up the perfect Canadian, perfect creation one. The new Impact World Champion Steve Macklin is under siege.
So it is a bit of an old cliche in wrestling, but when you're the champion, you have a huge target on your back, and we saw that at Rebellion. We saw it with Nick Aldis, and now we saw it with PCO. So Steve Macklin better watch out. And Macklin's built for this, but we're going to see what the future holds for the new Impact Wrestling World Champion. Still to come right here on BTI, Kenny King goes one-on-one with Channing Decker. Don't go anywhere. We've got plenty of action coming up right after this.
Welcome back to BTI. The weather is starting to heat up a little bit in Toronto.
Freezing.
Hey, it got
Saturday I had
freezing.
the top down, and then later in the week I didn't have the top down.
Yeah.
You don't like the weather in Toronto? Just wait. It'll change.
Yeah. I need it to be warmer. But you know what is heating up? It's
You live in Dayton, Ohio. What do you mean you need it to be warmer?
X Division.
That's
Josh,
cool.
wait, focus.
Yeah, sorry.
X Division.
Yes.
Yes, heating
An
up.
incredible match that we saw at Rebellion
Yes.
between the three individuals. It was, of course, Trey Miguel as the champion, Mike Bailey, and then Jonathan Gresham, the two challengers. And then Santino Marella puts all three of them on the same team in a six-man tag team match last week.
Yep.
Kushida trying to break free of Trey Miguel. 153 days for him as the X Division champion. Kushida trying to get to the corner, make a tag to Sabin. Oh!
That might do it. That could open the window for Kushida, and he does get the tag to Sabin.
Now Sabin's going up top, missile drop kick, and Miguel launched into his corner. Here comes Speedball.
Oh, Speedball, fire up here. Listen to these kicks. Echoing throughout the Rebel here in Toronto.
Oh, who's going for the running shooting star. Sabin, well scouted. Oh, boom, right to the face.
Check the front row for Speedball's teeth on that one.
And now Sabin. Oh, eats a big forearm, but Sabin wants more of it.
Sabin fires back with authority. Look at Sabin here. Sabin is fired up.
And both these men firing off back and forth. Oh!
Sabin meeting Bailey where he's at.
Oh! Caught center of the ring! Cover! Oh, and Bailey can't put away Sabin.
So very, very close to putting away a former Impact World Champion.
Oh! Big kick to the chest there. And now goes back to cave in the chest of Sabin.
Knees to the chest and ribs of Sabin. Gonna make it a hell of a lot harder to breathe.
And now Kushida trying to help out Sabin on the outside. Time Machine was rocking and rolling there for a while. And now, Bailey wanted the tornado kick.
Sabin, though, had it scouted.
Oh!
Ooh.
Went up top there for that kick. Sabin's in trouble.
Both Sabin and Bailey seem to have answers for each other every time.
Oh, now Sabin launching Bailey!
Turning speedball Mike Bailey inside out with that German suplex from the very top rope.
An example of the resilience and the athleticism of the 8-time X Division champion, Chris Sabin. And look at this, some fighting on the outside between Gresham and Miguel as to who Bailey should tag.
Well, Miguel just wants to get it. He's trying to get into the best position to get a tag from Mike Bailey.
Yeah, but you understand that, but you gotta fight your own tag team partner to get a tag?
He wants to make sure Gresham is ready. He wants to take the bullet for him. He wants to take the punishment.
And now Miguel wants to tag, and look at this, Shelley and Kushida playing a little defense, trying to help out Sabin.
And now, Miguel in rough territory here.
And Time Machine have turned this thing around.
Oh, look out. Loading Trey Miguel up. Whoa, Gresham back on the scene.
And Gresham trying to do the right thing for his team. Miguel stuck in there with Sabin.
Now look. Miguel dropping his hips, trying to prevent this. But look out above if you're Sabin.
Uh-oh. Ultimate weapon to the spine of Chris Sabin.
And you heard the knees of Bailey colliding with the spine of Chris Sabin.
You idiot! Come on! Come on, Trey! Come on!
And Bailey called for Trey Miguel to get up.
And Trey none too pleased, I think, with that collision.
Oh!
Saying you hit me. But look out!
Now Bailey trying to focus on the outside and take care of other threats. Look at Kushida slide in. And the official checking on Chris Sabin. Kushida just clocked the X Division champion.
Everything breaking down in the middle of the ring.
Oh, Sabin just got back up to his feet. Bailey cuts him down, and now Shelley with a flatliner.
There's the scorpion kick.
I'll wait for the lightning spiral. Frantic action here in this opening match of this evening here on Access TV. Look at Time Machine go. Oh!
Time Machine clocking in and hoping to clock Trey Miguel out.
Uh-oh. All three members of Time Machine destroying the X Division champion.
And look out. Boom!
Cradle shock. And it's Chris Sabin who pins the X Division champion.
Here are your winners, Time Machine!
Listen, flat out, the only person Trey Miguel needs to blame for this loss is Trey Miguel.
Oh, look, the man was just trying to general it out there. He's trying to lead his team. He is the X Division champion, for crying out loud.
Oh, give me a break. This could have been a brilliant effort by Miguel, Bailey, and Gresham, but Miguel's ego blew everything up.
But just as importantly, that man right there, Chris Sabin, got the 1-2-3 on the current X Division champion.
Well, not to much surprise, these three
Right.
couldn't get on the same page.
I mean, did you expect anything else?
No.
Me neither. What were you expecting when Moose clashed with Yuya Uemura last week on Impact Wrestling? Talk about contrasting styles between those two.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's just see. Let's see who came out on top.
Yeah.
And now look at this. Oh, getting Moose off his feet.
Got him!
Cover hook to the leg. Oh, and a kick out by Moose.
Moose just barely hanging on, though. He is absolutely on the back pedal here, courtesy of Yuya Uemura.
This will be a gigantic victory for Yuya Uemura to defeat a former Impact World Champion in Moose. And now Moose slowing up Yuya's ascent.
Smart move by Moose. He knows Yuya likes to hit that high crossbody with great success. but shutting him down early here.
Oh! Yuya's won matches with that crossbody, and now Moose sending Yuya crashing to the canvas. What's Moose got up his sleeve now?
Now it looks like Moose himself climbing to the top rope.
Oh! Oh, now Uemura shots right to the temple, going up to meet Moose.
And no, wait. Look at this, Yuya. Hooking the double underhook here. You gotta be kidding me!
Off the top!
That's gotta be it!
Overhead belly to belly! Oh, and a kick out by Moose, and I believe Myers got the attention of the official as well in the process.
That split second might have saved it, but take a look again here. That double underhook overhead suplex from the top rope sends Moose crashing to the ground and almost got Yuya Uemura the victory.
Uemura going up top. We talked about the crossbody. He's trying to shoo away Myers. Myers has been a pest in this match.
Whoa, look at Moose all the way to the top rope here. Yuya fighting him though.
Oh, and a headbutt, down goes Moose.
Crashing to the canvas below, and now perched up top, it's Yuya.
Crossbody! Could this be it? Oh, and Myers has the ref's attention. Come on!
One more time.
This should be a win for Yuya.
He's had it. Moose's back this entire time.
Oh, no, Gujar picking up where he and Myers left off in Hardcore War.
And now Gujar all over Myers.
And now Uemura and Moose left alone in the ring. Moose, shoulder first into the turnbuckle.
Hold up.
Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Moose.
So close for Yuya there. Once again, he's come multiple times. Very, very close to beating a former world champ.
Oh, into the top rope. Spear by Moose. By any means necessary, Moose gets the win.
Here's your winner, Moose!
Moose here gets the W in his corner. Yuya put up everything he got, but the message to me, the headline of this story, is that Brian Myers and Moose have a much tighter connection than I think anybody would have anticipated. These two as a force could be dangerous.
Well, congratulations to Moose.
You like Moose? You a big fan?
No,
He won, though.
he did.
Beat Yuya Uemura.
He's won a lot of matches.
Won a lot of them. Former world champion.
Yep, but I don't like him. Not one bit.
Well, she's honest, folks, and we got plenty more coming up right here on BTI, including Kenny King and Channing Decker going one-on-one right here on BTI. Plus more highlights from Impact Wrestling last week when BTI continues right after this. Welcome back to BTI. It's almost time for you to leave. You can go now if the ring is so far away.
Right.
Do you want to get out of here now?
I don't want to leave you alone.
I appreciate that. I
I'm
really
very
do.
considerate.
That's very nice. You know what isn't considerate? One guy having to fight two guys, but somehow the one guy, if you were putting odds on this thing, Frankie Kazarian has a better chance of beating the good hands than the good hands of beating Frankie Kazarian.
Well, you have the good hands, but Frankie Kazarian has two good hands.
He certainly does. Let's see what happened in that match last week.
Oh, and Skyler opened up the ropes, made it difficult for Kazarian to even attempt to bounce off him. And now Hutch on the move. Listen, I think the world of Hutch and Skyler as athletes, but their attitude, especially with Bully Ray's influence on them the last few months, it's been despicable.
I mean, come on, you gotta appreciate, look at the aggression there of Hutch. Did you see the grip strength of Skyler there to pull the rope up? I mean, God, the man's got bear-like hands. Meanwhile, Hutch is an athlete of a generation. These guys deserve a lot more respect than they get.
Tag mate Skyler's legal Hutch, I agree with you, did win Impact Gut Check in 2022. Ooh. Knee strike there by Skyler, directing traffic. Hutch, German suplex with the bridge.
Look at
Skyler's legal into the jackknife cover and nearly put away Kazarian. They've had success with that in the past. Another cover, kick out by Kaz.
That's a great combination there from the good hands. Came so close to putting a legend like Frankie Kazarian away.
Kazarian doing what he believes is right for Impact Wrestling ever since officially returning to this company at Hard to Kill back in January.
And there's some in the locker room who wonder if since he's come back, Frankie's gotten a little too involved in other people's issues, not worrying enough about himself. But I guess that's the kind of guy Frankie Kazarian wants to be, backing up those he cares about, those he respects.
He wants to help this company. He's an Impact original. He wants to be a part of the success of the future of Impact Wrestling.
Well, in that case, to be fair, to your point, he should love and appreciate the kind of guys that Jason Hodge and John Skyler are. They are the future of Impact Wrestling.
He should appreciate a couple of dirtbags, a couple of scumbags who've associated themselves with Bully Ray. Give me a break.
This is the guy whose favorite wrestler is Dirty Dango, everybody. But right now, Frankie Kazarian in pretty, whoa!
Oh, look at this!
Unique control here.
Oh, we nearly got both members of the good hands. One with a submission, one with a pinfall. That would have been incredible.
Hodge tied up and then a pin onto Skyler. And now, look at this, the Boston Crab, or the Toronto Crab today.
Oh! Double knees right to the face of Hodge.
Look out.
Now it's Skyler. Shoulders down and a kick out by Kaz.
Kaz having to have eyes in the back of his head here. And whoa!
Oh, some incidental contact there. Skyler bashing into Hodge.
And look out!
Slingshot cutter.
That's what put Skyler through a table at Rebellion.
Oh, now it's a time.
Oh!
Chicken wing. Chicken wing.
It's in.
And Skyler taps to Kazarian.
Here's your winner, Frankie Kazarian.
Despite the odds stacked against him, Frankie Kazarian proven why he is the legend that he is in Impact Wrestling.
Kazarian standing up for what he believes is right. What does the future hold for Frankie Kazarian?
I know I said two good hands, but that's more like two great hands. I like that.
You hurt yourself.
No. But congratulations, Frank Kazarian. That was a very satisfying victory for us all.
Big win for Frankie Kazarian, and the championship was on the line last week, the Digital Media Championship. Joe Hendry would defend the Digital Media Championship against Sheldon Jean, a tremendous athlete. Could Sheldon Jean pull off what would have to be considered an upset in defeating Joe Hendry?
As we said, again, a star student of the Can-Am Dojo, also went on to tour with companies like Pro Wrestling Noah, a well-traveled athlete, and now using all that experience, all of that confidence to take advantage of the Digital Media Champion.
Oh, and Joe Hendry happy to defend his championship. Now look at this. Oh, preventing Sheldon Jean and using his power. Oh, against his challenger.
Opening the door back up is Hendry, but Jean quick to shut him back down.
Now Jean whipped into the corner, and look at Hendry with a cutter. 252 pounds of pure motivation.
The only one in the room not being motivated is Sheldon Jean.
By now, the Digital Media Champion starting to build momentum. This is where Hendry's so dangerous.
And what comes up must go down.
How about all the members of the design feeling that following slam at Rebellion in that 4-on-3 tag team match? Look at that smile. Hendry is feeling it.
That's what makes the entire country of Canada believe in the Digital Media Champion.
Oh, was going for the standing ovation. Thought about a leg lariat to Jean. Oh, a chop there. Oh, straight headbutt by Hendry.
Great strike combination there from the champion.
Oh, Jean able to duck underneath, shot right to the midsection. Oh, forearm shot there by Jean. Oh, what a clothesline.
The window was ever so briefly open for Sheldon Jean.
Trying to get the crowd behind him here at the Rebel Entertainment Complex in Toronto. Trying to put away his challenger.
Oh!
Standing ovation. Cover. Hendry retains the Digital Media title.
Here is your winner, and still Digital Media Champion, Joe Hendry.
Still Digital Media Champion, still inspirational, still making everybody everywhere he goes say those two lovely words, I believe.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Take a look back here at the conclusion of this matchup. The move that's helped him retain the Digital Media Championship many times. The standing ovation. Sheldon Jean with a great effort tonight, but ultimately Hendry retaining his Digital Media Championship.
Man, the only thing I love more than Joe Hendry's song is seeing him win. I love that. I love that.
Say his name.
Joe Hendry.
And he'll appear.
Where is he?
I don't know.
I'll go find him.
Yeah, you gotta head to the ring anyway.
Okay, bye.
Yep, see ya. Still to come, it's Kenny King and Channing Decker in singles action right here on BTI. But up next, it's our social media top 5. Clapback moment of the week, Iceman, Intel, and more. Don't go anywhere. BTI continues right after this. Welcome back to BTI, everyone, as we get ready for an all-new Impact Wrestling. You can see that Gia has left me once again to go join Tom on commentary, so they'll have that match for you here in just a matter of moments. But before we get to that, it's time to look back at what Impact Wrestling was talking about this week on social media, from Twitter to Facebook to TikTok to whatever else you kids are doing. We call it the social media top 5.
And now, the social media top 5 moments on BTI. Number 5.
Alicia looked to put Terra Rising in her place, but Jody Threat came in with the save.
Number 4.
Deonna Purrazzo welcomes us to the new age of the Virtuosa, and I think we're all happy to be here.
Number 3.
Sami Callihan is coming, and his goal, destroy the design.
Number 2.
Well, Steve Macklin wanted to be Impact World Champion, but I don't think he expected to be his first defense to be against PCO.
And at number 1.
And Macklin better keep looking over his shoulder because Nick Aldis has made it clear he has his sights set on the Impact World title.
So from the highs to the lows, the good to the bad, the pretty to the ugly, it's now time for the clapback moment of the week. This is where somebody said something about somebody. Maybe it was late at night, maybe they had too many adult beverages, and they grabbed their phone and they started tweeting. We captured it, and we show it to you now.
The clapback moment of the week is...
Ooh, Nick Aldis coming in hot with the clapback.
Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's get inside the ring and settle things. It's one thing to be a keyboard warrior. It's one thing to tweet from the comfort of your home, but now we're all together. So you have to see that person and be like, oh, hey, man, I didn't really mean what I said about you on the internet, but I did mean it, but I'm going to tell you that I didn't mean it. I would never say anything bad about anybody on any platform, especially my good friend Iceman. Iceman, what do you have for us this week with your intel?
Welcome to Iceman's Intel. I'm George Iceman. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @IamGeorgeIceman. Now let's get into it. You heard the news, you heard the scoop. It was leaked on the internet. In fact, it was actually posted by Impact Wrestling that a major announcement is going to be made in Chicago. Next week, Impact on XS will emanate from Chicago, Illinois, and there's a huge surprise. The question is, what's the surprise? What are they doing? What are they going to announce? Is someone coming? I mean, I've talked to those that know. I've poked my nose around. I've talked to my sources. And from what I hear, if this is true, it's going to shock the entire wrestling world. So get ready, everyone from around the world, for this major announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are in Chicago for this event, it's going to be incredible. You're going to be very lucky. You're going to be very happy. Huge news in Chicago. Impact Wrestling. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kenny King.
The King is back in the North. Kenny King, 2 weeks ago, competed at the Rebellion pay-per-view on Team Bully in Hardcore War. In your opinion, why do you think Kenny King sided with Bully Ray?
I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, he came into Impact Wrestling as part of Honor No More. He is all about being on the wrong side of history.
Kenny King trying to do what's best for Kenny King at all times, believes that everybody should be talking about him as the man here in Impact Wrestling.
from the Greektown section of Toronto, Channing Decker.
A hometown man, Channing Decker. What an opportunity this is.
Oh, Channing Decker. I thought it was supposed to be Channing Tatum. Okay, well, I'm glad I know him. Okay.
All right, you've got some time. You can do a little
All right, I'll do
research
some
during the
research.
break, right? You're
Yeah,
going to do
yeah.
lots of research. Channing Decker has made quite a name for himself on the Canadian independence scene, especially here in Ontario, from right here in Toronto. And now is an opportunity to go up against a two-time X Division champion in Kenny King here on BTI. Channing Decker's got the Rebel in Toronto behind him. Can he handle the KING? We're going to find out next on BTI. Thank you for joining us on Impact Plus YouTube and Facebook. This is BTI. Kenny King one-on-one with Toronto's own Channing Decker.
I have done my research, and according to his Instagram, he frequents Greektown Wrestling right here in Toronto. So, as we can tell, the Impact crowd is excited to see their hometown boy.
Well, I'm glad you found his Instagram. Don't slide in his DMs or anything like that.
Don't you worry, I know better than that.
But in regards to Channing Decker's reputation, what kind of person he is, what were you able to dig up?
Oh, well, off the rip, he's hardcore. He's even got the barbed wire on his knees to let you know, just in case you couldn't tell by his demeanor. The White Bronco. He likes a hardcore, hard-hitting style. Well, let's see how he likes getting hard-hitted by...
Hard hit.
Hard hit?
Hardly struck.
Yeah.
There you go.
By Kenny King.
Kenny King now controlling Decker, and whoa! Nearly took out the referee there. Kenny King's feeling himself here early on
Clearly.
BTI. Really feeling himself.
Yeah, clearly.
And Kenny King obviously trying to make some headlines. A lot of headlines for us here in Impact Wrestling as of late. Last week, to end Impact Wrestling on Access TV, we learned that it's Steve Macklin making his first defense of his brand new Impact World Championship against PCO at Under Siege live in London, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's going to be quite... Oh. It's going to be quite the challenge, but looks like the Impact crowd's getting right here behind Channing Decker.
At PCO, obviously, the French-Canadian Frankenstein, Steve Macklin's gone as far as to say that he can beat any Canadian, that no Canadian can beat him. He's trying to go to Scott D'Amore into fighting him. Steve Macklin has been brash ever since winning the Impact World Championship at Rebellion. I'd say Decker a bit brash right now in the face of the veteran King.
Well, I mean, Steve Macklin was kind of brash anyway, wasn't he?
Fair. Completely agree. Also, we have a brand new Impact Knockouts World Champion in Deonna Purrazzo following Rebellion. Later on tonight on Impact Wrestling and Access TV, she will make her first defense of her brand new championship, her third Knockouts World title, against Taylor Wilde, one half of the reigning Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
Listen, so much is happening right now, including, let's talk about the X Division. That we saw Trey Miguel defend in an elimination match against Jonathan Gresham and Speedball Mike Bailey, and now he's on a team with them?
Yeah, oh, that was last week to kick off Impact Wrestling and Access TV. He got pinned by Chris Sabin that night, so I understand what you're driving at. That's led to some speculation that maybe it's Sabin be next in line for an X Division title shot, but time will tell. See how things play out this evening on Access TV when it's Impact Wrestling begins at 8 p.m. Eastern. Kenny King just toying with Channing Decker, it appears.
Things aren't going too well for him right now. Oof.
He's not hardcore, he's my bitch.
Oh. Hard words from Kenny King.
King launching Decker across the ring.
Oh!
Charges in. And Decker wants King to bring it on, dumping him center of the ring. Leg drop there on King. Here's the cover. What a win this would be for Decker, and a kick out, and King rolling away.
Man, could you imagine the White Bronco riding away with a victory here tonight?
Chance of he's hardcore at the Rebel in Toronto. Oh, and Decker into the top turnbuckle. Oh, and look at Kenny King roll.
Oh, that took the wind out of me, Tom.
And Kenny King showing a lot of disrespect for the fans here in the 6. Here's the cover, shoulders down, and a kick out by Decker.
I think he got me nasty. Something got on me.
And you know, you were talking a lot about some of the big headlines coming out of the Rebellion pay-per-view event, which was 2 weeks ago, live on Fight as well. That night, one of the biggest things was the return of Nick Aldis here to Impact Wrestling.
I mean, no one expected to see Nick Aldis. What was it like having him? Whoa!
I didn't expect him. We were told there was a special guest on commentary. David Penzer made the announcement. Ray Walt and I looked at each other like we missed something, and we all were surprised. There's the cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out by Decker.
I mean, and then the action that happened after the match. It's clear why Nick Aldis is here. He told us, and he made it clear to Steve Macklin. Ouch.
And for the leg drop there on Decker. Decker able to roll out of the way. Decker, oh, caught on the top rope.
Ouch.
Look at this. Oh, beautiful kick there by Kenny King, and down goes Decker. And now over the top, oh, and wipes out Decker. And listen, it's action like this, it's competition like this why Nick Aldis has returned to Impact Wrestling, why the National Treasure is here.
You talking about Nick Aldis? That was killer! Did you see what I just see that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're just talking about the headlines from Rebellion.
You all right, Tom?
I'm sorry. It's no disrespect.
No,
It's
certainly
doing our
not.
jobs.
Well, then let's focus on this action right here for right now.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I remember a number of months ago the pit fight between Kenny King and Speedball Mike Bailey in Atlanta, Georgia. A phenomenal matchup.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Speedball won. It was after that Kenny King was saying to everybody in the locker room, you better be talking about me. And it was a little delusional at times. And I think Kenny King takes it personally when there's anybody else that's being talked about.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, but let's.
Oh, beautiful kick there by Decker.
I want to talk about that.
Now look at Decker. Got an idea. One move. Into the barricade, knocks out Kenny King.
That was indeed hardcore.
Channing Decker with the home turf advantage here in Toronto. Tosses King inside the ring. Now Decker, blockbuster off the top.
Could this be it?
Is this enough to end Kenny King's night in a kick out?
Man, could you imagine? We might blow the roof off this place if Channing Decker was able to pick up a victory here tonight.
Be the biggest win of his career. Now Channing Decker trying to step through here against Kenny King. Kenny King trying to prevent a submission attempt. Oh, the Eddie Gordo. And a spinebuster by King, the crafty veteran. Hook to the leg. Oh, and Decker got the right shoulder up just in time.
Wow. I thought he was gone.
Decker proving how tough of an out he is.
Yeah, clearly some hardcore determination in Channing Decker.
Now Kenny King trying to figure out how to put away Channing Decker, antagonizing the fans here in Toronto. Up on the shoulders. Is it time for the Royal Flush or the chin checker? Decker able to escape into the corner. Oh, look at that roll through kick.
I didn't see this on his Instagram. What's he going up for?
Decker, crossbody, King roll through. Look at the power of King.
Oh.
Up on the shoulders and the Royal Flush. King gets the win.
Here is your winner, Kenny King.
Kenny King victorious, but what did you think of Channing Decker's opportunity here on BTI?
Man, that was a hardcore, hard fight against Kenny King, but this is where the White Bronco rides away. Hope to see him again soon, though.
Listen, I learned the hard way, and everybody else in Impact Wrestling needs to understand it. You need to be talking about Kenny King or else. King, your winner. maybe Josh Matthews ready to talk about Kenny King.
Gotta love the way the action gets started every single week right here on BTI. We thank you guys so much for joining us each and every week. Great action. Thank you to Tom and Gia for calling that match. And Gia will slide out, and Matthew Raywalt will come right in, and he will sit down alongside Tom Hannafin as they call an exciting, exhilarating, thrilling 2 hours of Impact Wrestling that starts right now. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Josh Matthews, and we'll be back with more BTI next week.